Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wartburg College Esports Twitch channel. And we are here for some activation in Rocket League. This is week 2, final week of activation before the real things begin. I'm the man behind the chair for the night, Andrew Stilley, and I'm here with a new caster for this year.
And I'm Landon Jepson. This is my first night on the job, and I can't wait to join you, sir.
It's good to have you. It's always fun to have more people doing this than just doing a solo cast, you know?
Yes, sir.
But even more exciting than that is the game that we have between Wartburg and Murray State. Now, this is going to be a very interesting game purely because of the fact that it is still activation. We might be seeing some teams trying some things that, you know, maybe they wouldn't be doing if the standings were actually in play at the Banner.
Yes. We could see Wartburg do some different advantages compared to what they did against Iowa Western last week. So we've got a really good game on our hands, folks. So here we go.
Bit of a Wartburg-centered kickoff there. Of course, now we're moving back into Murray State's zone. Wartburg looking to intercept here as Murray State moves it out. They're able to hold on to it, though.
Nice advance. Oh.
Wartburg sending it down.
Nice send, nice send.
Going around the corner. Murray State trying to get it out of their zone, sending it down along the wall. Nice move to avoid the Murray State defender.
Nice save.
Now, saves are going to be incredibly important in this game already. It looks high intensity. Ball is always on the move. Of course, Wartburg seems to be doing pretty well in holding it in the zone. Yep, and commentator's curse. I'm sorry, Wartburg. That's how the ball rolls.
Looking pretty good so far. A lot of center ball action, oh, wow.
Big demo.
Big demo. Electric step, nice. Oh, just misses top.
Coming out of Murray State's zone. Of course, as soon as I say these things, it's like it's always going back.
Hey, wow.
And there we go, electric step with the first
Great
goal.
goal by Electric Step. Great start for Wartburg.
Week 2, already with a big goal to start. Crowd in the new esports room
is going
wild. It's good to
Wow.
hear. This new esports room gives us a lot of great advantages here at Wartburg compared to last year. Hearing that crowd behind us, absolutely one of them. Revs you up as a commentator to keep going, and I'm sure it's helping the team as well.
Yes, sir. Just like you said, Wartburg off to a very good start. We saw a nice aerial attack by Electric Step to get them up 1-0 in game 1 here.
Lewis and Clark trying to send it in. Another demo coming through, moving into the Wartburg zone. And just like that.
Wow. We got a tie game, folks. Nice shot.
A little bit of a bounce there that Wartburg was just unable to get a hold on. Of course, it's, you know, sometimes things like that just happen. Lewis and Clark tapping it right before it goes in. But, you know, still a tie game. A lot of time left. And again, it's only game 1, so anything can happen at this point in time.
Just like you said, this is what we really like to see. We love to see a lot of action at the start because you could never expect. Oh, yeah, wow.
Just like that.
Electric Step out of nowhere. What another goal. Goal 2 in game 1 for him. What a start for him. He's really put on a nice, shining start for Wartburg. And you can hear it again, folks. The crowd going absolutely wild in the background.
The
Wow.
energy in this is absolutely unreal. What a high-intensity game to kick off activation week 2. Wartburg favored kickoff, trying to get a goal, and there you go.
Wow, let's go. Wartburg with another strike. G-Man Little X with the goal. Wartburg after, leading 3-1.
The crowd loving this. We may have reached a point where we won't be hearing them silent for a little bit, and you know what? That's what you like to hear, right? It's good stuff.
Couldn't ask for a better night. Now we're gonna Let's Go Knights by our Wartburg student section out there supporting our guys. A great start for Wartburg compared to last week. They really didn't get a nice start in the beginning, but now they are really striking early and putting on a nice, strong start in game 1.
They came out swinging, and it's doing a lot for them so far. If Murray State wants to get back in this, they're going to have to get a hold of the momentum pretty quick. But Wartburg doing a good job defending as well. Might be a little tough. Bit of an uphill battle for them if they want to get anywhere.
And Murray State trying to, oh, nice block. Great block. Keeping you out of Murray State goal territory.
Whole team effort
Great
here in the
defense.
defensive zone.
Wartburg trying with all their might to keep it out of the goal. Murray State keeps on countering, attacking, but Wartburg is staying strong in the defensive part of the game.
Yeah, Murray State with some pretty good forecheck right now, keeping the ball down in Wartburg's zone. Wartburg looks like they're finally getting a little bit in their way, but of course, you know, Rocket League, it's always going back and forth.
You know, it's always going back and forth. You never know what can happen. There can be an aerial attack out of nowhere. There can be a nice demo. You never know. Oh,
what a nice setup.
Yeah, great setup. About to get another goal, but it was a really good defensive play by Murray State to prevent that one.
Badger Boy trying to keep
Save.
Murray State in a position where this game is still able to, you know, turn in their favor, but and just
Apache
like
legend,
that,
and Apache legend.
no defense from Wartburg in that instance that unfortunately led to a Murray State goal. But Wartburg still has the upper hand, and with 1:59 left to go, if they can keep their defensive game on point, this may be all she wrote for Murray State. But still, 2 minutes to go. Anyone's game at this point.
We still got a lot of time, folks. Really nice 3 minutes we've had to start. Oh, wow, and almost another goal.
Wartburg almost had an immediate answer to that goal, but unfortunately.
Great save by Lewis and Clark. Great save. And G-Man Little turning it into Wartburg territory. Badger boy. Oh, and electric step out of nowhere once again for the hat trick.
Beautiful shot.
Third goal of game one.
Third goal of game one. There's the student section once again. Just absolutely fantastic. And for Wartburg, they're doing a very good job answering back when Murray State gets a goal. And as long as they can keep that up, keep at least a 1-goal lead on them for the next minute and 38 seconds, you know, they'll have a bit of insurance to work with.
We've seen a lot of action in this first almost 4 minutes of action. Electric step providing a lot of offense for Wartburg here early. Oh, great save by Badger boy. Great save. We just saw another demo. Like you see here, we see electric step 100% on his goal attempts. He's 3 goals, 3 shots, even 1 save as well to add to his stats. Oh, and almost another goal.
Crossbar for G-Man Little. Real close, but not close enough. Lewis and Clark trying to answer.
Oh, great save by Badger boy.
Badger boy holding down the defense for Murray State and doing a very good job of it. Unfortunately, Wartburg's forecheck has just been so insane that there's not, you know, you can't be everywhere at once.
The pressure by Wartburg's offense has really provided a lot of stress for Murray State in the defensive part of the game. Murray State's been playing very good defense, but they just can't get on their offensive side.
Sending it out
great
front.
Save by Apache Legend. Another great save.
Man, this Wartburg forecheck is it's just completely shutting them down in their zone.
And,
electric step with an aerial.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Now Wartburg playing defense. Ooh, Murray State about capitalized. Electric step with the clear. Birdie Song with the response.
And G-Man Little trying to get it back. You know, I made a point to mention that Wartburg's forecheck was doing really good, but it seems that Murray State kind of was able to get it, but only to neutral. You know, they haven't had a lot of sustained pressure in Wartburg's zone. Wartburg capitalizing on that, and even in the dying seconds, doing a great job keeping it out of their own net.
Yes, and we get 2-1. And after game one, Wartburg wins 4-2 against Murray State.
Assuming the ball hits the ground here. There we go.
Boom. Game one.
Fun fact, first year of commentating Rocket League, I was actually unaware that if the ball does not hit the ground, the game does not end. I started calling it the magic ball, so it's just kind of something that's carried over. Saw a bit of a magic ball there, but end of game one, Wartburg wins 4-2. Time for a Wartburg patented water break. Of course, we're not sponsored by any water, but you know, if any companies want to hit us up and
Aquafina, Dasani, Ice Mountain, hit us up. We need some more partnerships. we love some more. But hey, after game one, we see this scoreboard. Electric Step providing a lot of key offense for Wartburg. Apache Legend and Birdie Song scoring the 2 goals for Murray State in game one. We really saw some nice defense from Birdie Song, getting 2 demos. And then from the Wartburg side, we saw G-Man Little getting 1 demo and providing some very elite defense to lead Wartburg to a game 1 victory.
It was just very fun watching everything back in action again after so long. And, you know, in this new space, I know I've mentioned it before, but the energy shift compared to last season is unreal. It's electric. And it's a lot of fun, you know, being commentator, being a fan, being a player. And we wouldn't have the energy we do without the awesome play of the Wartburg Knights. And they're doing a fantastic job so far, giving the people exactly what they want.
100%, 100%. Game 2 will begin just shortly, folks.
So if you're Murray State in this scenario, what do you want to see out of this game?
If I'm Murray State, they need to really start attacking more. They played a lot of defense. Wartburg really had key possession in game 1 that we saw. Really kept it on their side. If Murray State wants to capitalize, they need to capitalize when Wartburg is on the offensive strat and attacking, and Murray State can try to plunge and get a 2-on-1 attack and try to get a goal of themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great
and they're doing
save
a decent
by Electric
job.
Step.
Of course, that being said, with the scoreboard completely even, you know, those big defensive plays matter a lot. Lewis and Clark trying to go for the goal right there, and he capitalizes.
Clark, wow, great start for Wartburg. Just 30 seconds, and Lewis and Clark capitalizes for goal 1 of game 2. Great start.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Badger Boy in net almost was able to get a save on that. But, you know, like we mentioned last game, Wartburg's continuous pressure doing a phenomenal job keeping them on their toes, and Murray State was just unable to do anything.
100% agree. Oh, nice aerial by Lewis and Clark. Oh, great
What a save.
Great save by Murray State. Phenomenal.
If you want to win these games, you need moments like that if you want to get somewhere.
Electric step climbing. Oh, pass, nice pass. Oh, just missed. Great. Badger Boy there again. Badger Boy's been playing elite defense for Murray State throughout the start of these games.
Birdie Song knocking it
Birdie
into
Song
center
with an aerial.
field.
Oh, nice,
but
nice
Wartburg with the
by Lewis
aerial.
and Clark. Nice aerial. Electric step regaining possession. Getting back to the middle. Oh, God, Birdie Song. Great
Sent
save.
right out in front. Murray State realized it, though.
Great save by G-Man. Great save.
The energy has shifted
Yes.
a little bit in this game. This feels like a very strong defensive game from both teams as opposed to the high energy scoring we were seeing in game one. And Wartburg, oh,
An
could
electric
this
step.
be it?
Oh, great. Birdie Song with another phenomenal stoppage. And G-Man Little with the start. Oh. Lewis and Clark regains it. Goes for, oh. Birdie Song with another phenomenal save.
Looks like the teams have decided that they're going to try slowing it down a little bit, be a bit more methodical.
Oh, wow. Hits the crossbar, almost goes in for Wartburg.
Yeah, almost that slow pressure almost worked for Wartburg, but
An electric step. What an aerial. Wow.
you know, I'm noticing that when I say these things, the opposite is happening.
Oh yeah, we'll
immediately
be
after.
talking about Murray State attacking, and here they go. But no, electric step out of nowhere with another aerial. He's had one phenomenal start.
Honestly, just every game he's been playing so far,
Oh, he's been phenomenal.
You know, if I really wanted to, I'd say he's been electric for him.
Oh, he has been.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize. That was definitely my fault. I'm sorry, Wartburg fans. I should not have made that joke. That was karma. That was karma.
And we see, just when we're talking about something, we see the splash of Apache Legend for Murray State getting their first goal of Game 2. All right, folks. Almost 3 minutes in with Wartburg leading 2-1. We've had a very, very more offensive match from Murray State in Game 2 compared to their Game 1, but electric step, if you're just joining, has been a key factor in Wartburg's offense so far tonight.
Absolutely. He's been doing an absolutely phenomenal job for Wartburg, getting those goals in when they need them. And honestly, the whole team in general, you know, it's a team effort. He can't do everything himself, and they've been doing a great job setting him up. Right now, though, they're trying to get out of their own zone.
Birdie Song trying another aerial.
Murray
Apache
State,
Legend coming in.
they really want a goal right here if they want
great defense by
to
G-Man
even up
Little.
the momentum a little bit.
We have seen a lot more offense from Murray State, like we said, but Wartburg providing a lot of defensive pressure this game.
Yeah, and it seems like Wartburg's recognizing the fact that they're taking a few more chances. They're doing a good job when the ball's in their zone, just trying to get it out as fast as possible.
And then we see another demo.
Electric step. He
And
went for the
Birdie
shot.
Song. Great shot by Electric Step, but Birdie Song there once again. Murray State's defense has been phenomenal, but their offense has just been really slow to start tonight. Playing absolutely great defense. With Wartburg's constant pressure, it's going to be very hard for them to score tonight.
Apache Legend clearing it, putting it in the corner.
Lewis Clark taking it back. Badger Boy with a nice stoppage, and Birdie Song clearing it.
Bit of back and forth for a little bit there before Murray State was able to get it out of their zone. Wartburg looking to get another goal here.
Electric Step with a nice aerial. And Lewis and Clark, oh, Birdie Song intercepts the ball. Birdie Song, oh, great save by Electric Step. Oh, and just when I say that, we see another splash.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's the opposite, man. I'm telling you.
You say one thing and the opposite happens. But Wartburg, as much as they were trying, Murray State has sort of figured out their offensive game a little bit more. And they're doing a better job defensively as well. They're not letting Wartburg have the insurance that they had in the last game. So tied game, minute and 28 seconds left to go.
Just like that. And oh, great save by Birdie Song. Really nice start by Electric Step to get a nice open lane, but Birdie Song intercepts that ball once again. We've been seeing Apache Legend being the key scorer for Murray State so far. He did have a lot of nice key plays on defense in Game 1, but he's starting to show the offense a lot more in Game 2 here.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, credit to Murray State for being able to capitalize on.
Oh, wow. An Electric
Doesn't
Step.
matter.
An Electric Step once again. Guys, I'm telling you, this man is the chief, the leader, the legend.
Electric step. Just absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to refrain from making the same joke I did last time to spare Wartburg from another goal against.
I feel you, man. Electric Step. When I saw his name first, I thought it was Electric Slide, so I go left, right, crisscross, crisscross, and hey, But Steph's been his aerials are coming out of nowhere. His counterattacks have been lethal for Wartburg College.
Absolutely. It's a little unreal how all over the place he's been in a good way. But like we said,
great
team
goal.
effort. And Lewis and Clark.
And Lewis and Clark capitalizing there for Wartburg, making it 4-2 with 43 seconds left. We finally see another counterattack by Wartburg. When Murray State is trying to attack, Wartburg counterattacks right away with another goal themselves.
They're wearing them down, and it's certainly having an impact on their ability to get anything done defensively. Wartburg has been absolutely dominating them for the last minute or so, and it's paid off in the dying seconds of the game.
Yes, it has. Wartburg getting 2 really quick goals in the last, right about 15 seconds has been really key. That could maybe lead them to this Game 2 victory. Another nice save by Badger Boy, keeping out of their territory. Oh, Birdie Song with a nice, right off the crossbar. Great advance, but just hit the crossbar and had a really awkward angle on it, making it not go in.
Yeah, and sometimes those bounces will be the difference.
Wow, and Lewis and Clark again.
It does not matter that there's 8 seconds left. Wartburg is not letting up at all, and you can see it. It's been phenomenal for them. It's the reason why they won Game 1. It's the reason why they're 8 seconds away from winning Game 2. Just phenomenal performance from Wartburg here. Murray State, you know, they were doing a good job defensively at first, but Wartburg found a way to wear them down, and it's paid off for them.
Yes, 100%. Just at the concluding game of Game 2.
Magic ball.
And well, they keep it up. Oh, and Game 2.
Touches
Finally
the
hits
ground.
the ball.
Unable to juggle,
Great.
and that leaves Wartburg as the victor of Game number 2.
Unbelievable.
You know, we gave a lot of credit to Electric Step at the beginning of this game, but we'd be remiss to not mention that Lewis and Clark with the hat trick, and G-Man Little, 2 assists, 1 save. Overall, just a phenomenal performance from Wartburg.
100%. When you look at those little stats, just because G-Man Little did not score, he still is providing very key plays with 2 assists, 1 save. Those things are crazy. But the one stat I really like on here when I see the scoreboard is Electric Step's 75 touches.
Oh, yeah.
He's patrolling the field so much, making his touches so key to Wartburg's key to victory. And it's just been insane. Just like you said, Lewis and Clark's hat trick, providing a great start for Game 2. Just about Game 3 starting. How do you think Game 2 went for both teams now going into Game 3?
I mean, you can see it in the shots. Wartburg just absolutely wore down Murray State, and it is undoubtedly the reason they're able to come away the victors in that game, despite the fact that Murray State did start better defensively than they had in the game before, and offensively. They overall started better. That being said, Wartburg, 11 shots is enough to wear down any team, and like you said, 75 touches from Electric Step. He controlled the narrative in that game. And
yes, he did.
Going into Game 3, we'll see if more of the same is on the table.
Oh, do we see a different guy from Murray State here? Zane's BSF?
Zane's BSF.
Do we see a different, we must see a substitution or a different player here now starting Game 3 for Murray State. Zane's BSF. We have not seen him in the first 2 games so far.
When you're down 2-0, you got to do something to mix it up. Sometimes a roster change will be enough to put you back in a category where you can get something done. And they have some offensive pressure right now, trying to get it out in front of the net, but Wartburg's going to clear it.
Wartburg clears it and has another nice defensive stop.
Badger Boy patrolling.
So Zane's BSF must have been the sub for Apache Legend, which I'm very surprised about because, wow, G-Man Little X, right when I say it, it's the opposite, just like we said. Right when we're talking about another team strikes. And G-Man Little with a nice, slight, small aerial attack with getting the goal for Wartburg to start Game 3.
And Wartburg, the real story of these games so far has just been their ability to answer first. And every time they've answered first, they've made it very hard for Murray State to even it up. Even when they have, they'll just come out swinging and send it right back in Wartburg's favor. So a goal like that proves that Wartburg's looking to keep the narrative exactly the same in this game as it has been the past 2.
Wartburg's defense has been very good so far in this first minute of action in Game 3. We saw a very nice goal from G-Man Little X to start this. If you are just joining us, Wartburg, after 2 games, is up 2-0 on Murray State. If Wartburg gets this, they will win the best-of-5 series.
Of course, during activation week, it doesn't matter quite as much as it does, when the actual standings are starting to be a thing. But I think I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that seeing Wartburg play like this, I think bodes fantastic things for them.
Oh, very, very. With this being activation week 2, just right before regular season starting up, we could, and Electric Step, goal!
what a fantastic job by the entire team to set that goal up. It was beautiful. Electric Step got the shot. Badger Boy almost had it, but an Electric
Clark,
Step.
Yes, Lewis and Clark providing in a great pass for Electric Step to come in with that small aerial to capitalize for Wartburg College. Wartburg up 2-0 with 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining.
If you're Murray State, this is probably a little demoralizing at this point because you're now down 2-0. You've got to find a way to try and come back here, but Wartburg's not making it easy. They need to find some motivation to try and even the.
And Electric Step once again. We see just like it's kind of like a hockey scenario here. We see an empty goal here. We see all 3 of Murray State's attackers all going, leaving an empty goal for Electric Step to get a very easy goal for Wartburg College.
Absolutely.
Here in Game 3.
This might be the one time that we've been talking about something and the opposite didn't happen. It actually just kept going to the point we were making.
And Electric Step with another nice touch. And he's going for an and Zane's BSF with a nice intercept. G-Man Little X with an attempt. Badger Boy coming in. Oh, man. And Lewis and Clark out of nowhere. Unbelievable. Wartburg College's offense here tonight so far has been unreal. Just coming out of nowhere, really attacking the ball absolutely well, and Murray State has had really no offense tonight so far.
No, the offense has just been a bit lacking on their side, and that is undoubtedly the result of Wartburg just playing very, very well in their own zone. It's done a lot to help them out, and it's done a lot to stop Murray State from getting anything done. And especially in this game, you can really see it that Wartburg's play in general has just provided a lot more, to go off of for them. And it's 4-0 now at this point. You feel like Wartburg's trying to tie this up in a nice little bow.
And Lewis and Clark with a shot attempt. Oh, an Electric Step. Oh, just high. Birdie Song trying to advance for Murray State. A nice intercept by both G-Man Little and Lewis and Clark to have a nice defensive stop together to stop the attack front of Murray State. And Zane BSF attacking for Murray State with a nice move. See a nice aerial.
The addition of Zane's BSF, he's had a shot so far, but, Wartburg just unable to let up. You can see it in their game. They're not letting up at all.
Many defensive stops. Lewis and Clark and G-Man Little X have been very nice on defense for Wartburg so far in Game 3, with Electric Step providing so much offense that it's so hard for Murray State to attack. And we see a nice demo there. Wow.
Lewis and Clark. Straight down the middle.
Wow. What a goal. Lewis and Clark has been providing very, very good offense for Wartburg here. We saw Electric Step providing a nice hat trick in Game 1, but now we see back-to-back hat tricks for Lewis and Clark in Game 2 and Game 3.
Yeah, Lewis and Clark, for as much credit as we were giving Electric Step for their goal-scoring prowess, I mean, you can see it with this whole Wartburg team. They're all phenomenal.
They're just all around playing so well together.
Murray State have a big hill to climb if they want to get back into this game. 5-0 with 1:25 left to go. It'll be an uphill battle for sure.
Indeed. Even though Wartburg's up 5-0, I feel their offensive strats won't stop. I feel they will just keep on attacking as much as they can.
If there is one thing that you can see in all 3 of the games that we've watched so far, it's just the fact that Wartburg will not give up, despite the fact that they're leading by such a high margin. They want to put this game completely out of reach. With a minute left, they may have already done that.
And if you're just joining us, folks, 1 minute remaining. This is Game 3 of a best-of-5. Wartburg winning the first 2 games. 50 seconds remaining. And Electric Step coming in. Oh, nice intercept by Birdie Song with a great defensive play. Birdie Song trying to clear it in the attack front for Murray State, and G-Man Little X with great defense. Birdie Song has really been the guy really attacking solidly for Murray State throughout Game 3 so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And we noticed that Birdie Song, speak of the devil with the save right there, has been the defensive powerhouse for Murray State. But there's only so much you can do when your team is losing 5-0 at this point. But same as we gave credit to Wartburg, it's only fair to give credit to Murray State for not giving up on defense.
No, even though it's a 5-0 game, Birdie Song providing a lot of defense for Murray State. I'm still surprised that they took out Apache Legend, who indeed scored their 2 goals alone in Game 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like that, Wartburg get out the brooms, ladies and gentlemen. The clean sweep. Phenomenal job. And that'll end this set 3-0 Wartburg College. We will be back shortly at 8 o'clock for the JV game against New Jersey City University.
Please sure to join us, folks. We'll see you later. Thank you.
for the crown. Heavy clouds are way above my head, like all of my regrets and things I never said. No, got a feeling, shiver in my bones. Something's coming, but nobody knows. Angels rage, they come down from the sky to fix these broken wings and show me how to fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come alive, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. weapon. I can be your weapon. been learning how to love again. It's like a rush of blood straight to my head. I've been learning how to love again. I can feel it crawling under my skin. Just don't know why it's taking me all this time. Mending all these worn out feelings in my mind. I just wanna love me like you do. Breathing underwater. Can't let you go now. Making it so hard. You got to know now. Ooh, taking it too far. Nothing to hold now. I'm falling apart. Out in the cold now. Breathing underwater.
Welcome back to the Wartburg College Esports Twitch channel. Bit of a mouthful to say, but not as big of a mouthful as Wartburg's next opponent, New Jersey City University, which, you know, it's very hard college name to say, but we'll
Indeed,
see.
I've never heard of this college. Never even first time ever even hearing about them. But we have a very nice matchup here today between Wartburg and New Jersey City. So we'll get started real soon, folks.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. I mean, we saw the varsity team, you know, do an absolutely phenomenal job in their last game against Murray State. This time we're seeing the JV team, so obviously things will be a little bit different for Wartburg, but with a different opponent, you know, the entire feel of the game is going to shift up a little bit, and hopefully that still stays in Wartburg's favor.
Yep, and with JV, I don't think they had a scrimmage last week, so I think this is their first time in action that we get to see them. I'm really hoping that this goes well for them, and I'm really ready for an anticipated match between these two squads.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're Wartburg right now, right, the JV team, seeing the varsity team in action last game, what parts of the game you think they want to carry over?
Well, just like we saw in that first game in the varsity game, Wartburg's really attacked well. Electric Step really attacked well. Lewis and Clark, just both of those two really led them very well in the offense. And then we see very good defense by all the other parts. And Wartburg really played an outstanding first 3 games to beat Murray State 3-0, which really led them to a solid victory.
Yeah, for sure. And I think seeing if Wartburg will be able to have the same pressure specifically that they had against Murray State, I think that'll determine a lot of their success in this upcoming game, because, you know, there were times in those previous matches where the ball was moving both directions. You had a little bit of back and forth, but what really sold it in Wartburg's favor is the fact that they were able to keep that pressure up. So if you're the JV team, hopefully you're willing to carry that same amount of pressure into the next game.
Hopefully the varsity gave them a couple tips to go into this game. Attack quick, play good defense, and if you've got an open, nice hole to attack, take it. Score that goal.
Absolutely. This crowd in the background of the what we're looking at right now, it's not quite the same level of energy we were getting behind us when we were watching the last game. We were seeing these guys are just waving flags. There were people jumping around, screaming back there. It was awesome.
I think we had about, we had baseball players, we had choir members, we had the whole squad in here.
Whole
I think
9
we
yards.
had about 20 to 30 guys in here. Seems like we had the whole campus in here the way it was screaming, because man, this door is tight shut and you can't hear much, but man, we could hear them out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure that did a lot for the players as well, hearing, you know, that massive cheer every time you get a goal. I think there's some real, you know, truth to the thought that the momentum can be heavily in favor of the crowd around you. You know, if you're getting the cheers, the support, and that's something that you weren't able to see last year because the room that we're currently in here at Wartburg College was not built yet. So when the program launched, we were in a different room. You couldn't have the spectators like you can here. And I think that spectator energy, that vibe that they bring, I think that helps the team quite a bit.
Well, it's just crazy. As us being a very, small school in Iowa, just bringing in this absolutely phenomenal esports facility. We've got cameras. We've got, 20 to 30 PCs.
Yeah.
We've got a green screen that we're hoping to get up soon. We're waiting for our headsets to get in, but we're going to be a whole live action. We got a little ESPN kind of esports facility in here. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's I think I'm a senior. This is my last year here, but I think for you specifically, this is your first year. You'll have time to watch it kind of develop from there, and I'm hoping for big things for this department. But enough stalling. We've finally reached the point where it looks like this game. Oh, never mind. It's actually just Wartburg. Well, this will be pretty easy for Wartburg. There's nobody on the other end. Oh, never mind.
And
there you go.
New Jersey City just about to get loaded in with Lenoco leading in, and Deadzone _15 now in, and Aqua _Seal 51 now in. And we are off in this JV matchup. Here we go. Let's go, folks. Game 1 between New Jersey City and Wartburg.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a mouthful to say there.
Oh, New Jersey City, man. We might just have to go NJC. And oh, wow. New Jersey City strikes really fast with Lenoco. Really attacked with a nice front, really nice dribbling, and just little aerial. Oh, and he scores on the demo, too.
Yeah,
wow,
scored on the demo. Wasn't
wow.
on the field to celebrate, but a beautiful start for NJC, just keeping that pressure up. That thing we were talking about Wartburg doing so good at in their varsity game. It's something that can, swing both ways, and they're doing a good job establishing it early on.
We see a nice start. Taffy bet, and NJC reclaims possession. Engineer with a nice intercept.
Oh, right down the middle. Oh, but off the crossbar. Sturdy one tried to get
right
a shot from
off
center
the
field.
Post. Wow. And nice defense by Engineer. We've seen a lot of 50-50 balls so far between both teams.
Absolutely. This is definitely not a game that has been played predominantly in one end or the other thus far, despite the score not necessarily reflecting that.
With yes,
back and forth.
Yeah. Just like you were saying, like Lenoco providing a lot of quick scoring for, and then we see another goal. Just like we said when we would talk about one team, right? The other team would counter right away. And Deadzone capitalizes for NJC to put them up 2-0 here in the first minute of play.
Taffy bet real close to being able to stop that ball from going in, but only so much you can do when you're chasing it down. So that puts Wartburg behind 2-0 with 3 minutes, 57 seconds left to go in the game.
One thing I've always really liked about this game is all the different car designs, the colors of the cars, the speed that they have. It's just really unique. Every car's different. Every car makes them special. It's just really cool about this game.
Yeah, absolutely. The personality of each person playing definitely shines through in their designs.
And Wartburg providing a little more attack here, but really good defense here by NJC so far. Lenoco clearing it, attacking for NJC. Another 50-50 ball between NJC and Wartburg.
Wartburg almost able to get it out.
Oh, good clear by Engineer.
He's dribbling, he's coming up the sides.
Good start. Oh, another ball intercepted by NJC.
Wow, NJC doing a phenomenal job just clearing the ball out of their zone whenever it gets in there. You can tell that they have a very good defensive awareness, and they're doing a really good job getting the ball back into Wartburg's zone.
And wow, very good dribbling skills there by Lenoco to keep it with him. Very nice goal for NJC, putting up 3-0 in this first game.
That dribbling from Lenoco was phenomenal. I mean, that just carried it complete, almost a U there, able to get it right on target. And Lenoco with the 2 goals already in this game. Phenomenal play by NJC.
Very nice play. We've been seeing some very key defense from Aqua Seal here from NJC, providing a lot of pressure on defense, stopping Wartburg's offensive play. Wartburg has been attacking quite well, but they really just haven't gotten. And there we see again, NJC responding with another goal by Aqua Seal, making a 4-0 NJC.
And it's, you're seeing that Wartburg, at this current point at least, you'll see that when the ball's in the center field, that NJC is doing a really good job capitalizing on the ball being in center field and kind of using that to their advantage.
A nice save there by Engineer to intercept it. Like we saw in the first game, we saw Wartburg capitalize on a lot of late goals, and when you're down by a lot of points in this game, it's really hard to make a comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. The momentum swing in Rocket League specifically, it can change on a dime, but if there's a lot of momentum built up in one team's favor, it can be ridiculously difficult to get it going the other way. Even if Wartburg were to score a goal here, it would still be tough. What a save!
Wow. Oh my gosh, I thought that ball was in the goal. Wow.
That was
unbelievable. That was crazy. And another save. Great save.
You know, that might be exactly what they
Great
need.
Save. Elgineer clears it. Oh, but a nice aerial by Lenoco to keep it for the attack front. And another 50-50 ball up in the air.
If this game comes back in Wartburg's favor, remember that save. That could be a momentum-shifting save.
Great by Elgineer, but a nice response by Aquaseal there. Aquaseal providing a lot of defense, like I said previously, for NJC, leading them to keeping Wartburg scoreless throughout these almost 4 minutes of gameplay.
Lenoco's looking for the hat trick right now. He's looking to bury another one. I thought he was about to go in for it there, but he decided to hold back. Probably a good move considering Wartburg's moving it out of the zone.
Lenoco goes up for him, and Taffy Bet attacking alongside. Lenoco going for the hat trick, and it is good. Lenoco gets his hat trick for NJC, putting them up 5-0 here in game one.
The inaccuracy, or the accuracy of Lenoco, there we go. Bunch of tongue twisters in this. This is.
Oh yeah, I feel you, man. Oh yeah.
But that's another goal for NJC, putting them up 5-0. You know, at this point of the game, minute and 11 seconds left to go about. Wartburg's got to make a very big comeback.
Great save by Lenoco. Lenoco's been the key factor for NJC so far, providing a hat trick. And then there, you see a very nice save. Nice save by Taffy Bet there for Wartburg. One thing we got to see in Wartburg is if they want to have any dominance going into game two, we need to see them maybe get a goal or just keep them scoreless until this end. Oh, a nice save by Elgineer. Great save.
Lenoco going for the fourth one. Hat trick and then some, but Elgineer was there, and Wartburg able to keep the ball out.
NJC just consistently playing very good defense, keeping Wartburg out of the attack front.
For sure.
Lenoco goes in for another dive. Wow. Lenoco, off the top post. So close. Taffy Bet clears it for Wartburg.
Coming up beside the walls here.
Taffy Bet with a nice attack, and Lenoco clears it once again for NJC. NJC's been providing a lot of good defense, especially from Lenoco and Aquaseal. Dead Zone's been their assist guy, providing a lot of stuff early. 10 seconds, folks. Dead Zone clearing it out again for NJC. 2, 1.
Oh, last second goal from Dead Zone.
Wow. You still got 1 second left. You never know. There could be a goal scored, but once that ball hits and we get that magic ball, it's game over in game one.
Yeah. And, you know, this kind of speaks to something we saw Wartburg doing on the varsity team in the previous game. Even in the dying seconds of a game, they're not willing to call it. Able to keep the ball in the air. Magic ball for a little bit here.
Keeps it up. SSI keeps it up. Oh, and it's still up. And Lenoco keeps it up for NJC. Still live ball. And
Sturdy one's going for.
Oh, wow.
Inches from the goal. Could have prevented the shutout from happening, but unfortunately for Wartburg, there was just not enough offensive pressure in that game because NJC was just completely wearing them down.
Yes, Lenoco really leading this start for NJC, just like we saw in the varsity matchup in the first game against the Murray State Racers. We saw Electric Step having 75 touches. We see Lenoco here having 87 touches, almost about triple more than any Wartburg player, and Lenoco really leading the charge for NJC throughout game one.
87 touches.
Unreal.
That is just complete dominance there from Lenoco. Phenomenal. I mean, look at the score reflecting it too. Here we go.
We're back in game two, folks. With NJC, if you're just joining us, winning matchup game one, 6-0 against Wartburg College. Lenoco providing another attacking arsenal. And Dead Zone. And great save.
There we go. They're not letting NJC do what they were doing last game and getting those goals on the clears. They're doing a good job.
Nice clear. See them a lot in trying to regain their speed and get their energy back. And a nice jump and another nice 50-50 ball by both teams. And Elgineer with a nice clear for Wartburg. Beautiful. Aqua Seal providing another attack for NJC. Whoa, one thing I've been really seeing Wartburg start in this game too is it seems like they're leaving somebody back so they can keep someone on goal.
Yeah,
keep
absolutely.
The counterattack.
They're doing a much better job in their own zone, making sure that someone is always ready in the event that they need to get something done quickly. And you know, little things like that could start helping them build in a direction where they're able to get a better result this game.
And Dead Zone. And Dead Zone going in, almost right off the top post. NJC just again like game one. Oh, wow.
Oh, Lenoco.
Wow.
Lenoco absolutely dancing that ball into the net. Look at this juggling, this aerial pressure.
That was unreal. We've seen Lenoco. That aerial was unbelievable. It looked like he was a real-life player in that.
Yeah.
That was just like, oh, man, wow. I did not know you could do that with a car. You're doing 360s. You're doing, oh, wow. You're just going everywhere at that. But, wow, what great dribbling skills by Lenoco for NJC there, putting them up 1-0.
Yeah. It's always fun seeing goals like that scored. You know,
it's awesome.
But I mean, in all fairness, you know, goals like that, they do, you know, help with the overall enjoyment of the game, but they don't necessarily define a game-winning goal. Sometimes those greasy goals, just getting one into the back of the net as fast as you can, those matter just as much. And for Wartburg, you know, they might benefit from a few of those here and there in order to keep this game close.
We just like game one, and wow, Lenoco. Oh, great save by Elgineer. Amazing.
You know,
preventing Lenoco from getting another score.
You're seeing it from Elgineer specifically.
Wow, another save, just like you said. Wow, Elgineer providing great defense for Wartburg.
His goaltending skills have been phenomenal so far, and you know, even if Wartburg is not currently winning the game, things like that, you know, it keeps it a lot closer. 31 taking some inspiration there, trying to help move the ball out of the zone. But Dead Zone.
Dead Zone capitalizes for NJC, putting up 2-0 in game two in this matchup with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining.
The patience of NJC is something that is just absolutely phenomenal. You can see it in every aspect of their game. They're always waiting for the perfect opportunity, which is why so many of their shots, you know, have been, honestly, the majority of their shots would have gone in if not for Elgineer and stuff like that.
Having a nice save by Elgineer.
Yeah, having stuff like that, I mean, this game could be a lot farther out of reach if it wasn't for the defensive play at Wartburg. If they can get that offensive pressure going too, you know, nothing is for certain.
Yeah, just like we saw in the varsity matchup, like we said previous, it's kind of a switch right now because Wartburg provided a lot of offense in the varsity matchup, where NJC is in this matchup. But Murray State did play very good defense against Wartburg in game one in the first two games. And Wartburg playing actually a lot better in game two compared to game one right now.
Yeah,
providing a lot of goal assistance and communicating a lot better than they did in game one.
Yeah, despite the fact that the game is currently not in their favor, you can see that those little things I mentioned earlier, they're starting to build and Wartburg's starting to gather them. So, you know, just as of right now, anything is still possible for this Wartburg team.
Right at the top post, and Aqua Seal gets his first goal in game two.
Yeah, I mean, another example of the patience from NJC. They had someone stationed ready to go in as soon as the opportunity presented itself. Aqua Seal capitalized, and that's another goal for NJC.
It's just Lenoco has just been unreal for NJC, just providing constant pressure, constant attacking. He's saved it, he's attacked, he's scored. He's just been a constant threat all over the field throughout these first two games.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, last game we saw him just absolutely take over in the goal scoring category. But it looks like
we see him again, just like we were saying, Lenoco for his second goal of the game.
So I was actually just about to compliment the fact that it seemed like they were taking a step back to work on an assist as well, but I mean, an opportunity like that presents itself.
Yes, just like I said previous, Lenoco, he scored 2 goals and he's assisted on both of the other goals scored by Aqua Seal, having one in Dead Zone, having the other here in game two. We've got just about, if you're joining us right now, we've got 1:25 left in game two of this matchup between NJC and Wartburg College. And Lenoco, and a nice save by Taffy Bet to keep it out.
Lenoco was going for the hat trick there.
Yes, he was. And Lenoco goes, and a nice save by Elgineer.
The Elgineer and the Lenoco storyline here. The intense rivalry forming between these two players.
It's been a very intense matchup. Our 1 minute remaining, folks. I repeat, 1 minute remaining here in game two between New Jersey City and Wartburg College.
Yep.
And Dead Zone providing the attack for NJC here. Taffy Bet providing nice defense there Great save. Their attack is still relentless, even being up 4-0. Wartburg's defense has been unbelievably though, but one thing I can see in these stats is going, Dead Zone has 6 shots. I think Aqua Seal has 5 or 6, and then Lenoco I think has another 7 shots. NJC is just scoring and trying to go after shots all the time, and Wartburg just can't stop. And Lenoco, oh, great save by Elganir there, just preventing it. And just like you said previous, Elganir and Lenoco, their rivalry is crazy. They're just going back and forth.
But if you look at Elganir's stats this game, 8 saves.
Unbelievable.
8 saves. That is phenomenal defensive play, even if the score doesn't represent it. I mean, just what a great job.
All right, and after game 2, New Jersey City takes it 4-0.
4-0. And, I mean, there you see it again. Look at Lenoco's score. 670, 8 shots, 88 touches, beat it by 1.
Unbelievable. And just like we said, he's literally quadrupling Wartburg's touches with 88 touches. Him leading the charge for NJC is really paving their way to these first 2 victories in Game 1 and Game 2.
Of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Elganir 573 score. Those 8 saves doing a lot to keep this game as close as it was.
Unbelievable. And with his 8 saves, I bet I'd say about 3/4 of those were because of Lenoco's charge.
Oh, absolutely.
Goals.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He was just doing a phenomenal job, moving the ball all over the field, whether it be assists, goals, just, possession in general.
And right away, in the first 5 seconds, we see Aqua Seal get the nice start here for NJC to start it out.
This goal, it's one of those just unfortunate bounces type of goals. There's not a whole lot you can do.
You can't do much.
It can be tough when, there is just a certain element of luck to the game in general where, you can't always account for everything. Sometimes a ball is just going to bounce in a way where, there's nothing you could have done about it. And for Wartburg, you're hoping a little bit more of those go your way. But when they're going in the way of NJC, you got to be careful not to let that, build.
When, like we said, we've seen a lot of 50-50 balls between these 2 teams, but Wartburg winning a lot of those 50-50 balls, but just an NJC attack would just be out of nowhere for a nice aerial goal. And just Wartburg really can't, just at the start of this Game 3, they just really can't get attacked. And then I just said, Aqua Seal capitalizes again with the 2nd goal in Game 3.
Aqua Seal's looking for a hat trick almost immediately upon the game starting. Wartburg struggling a little bit to find their defensive game. It's definitely not looking like the same level of defensive awareness that there was in the previous game. Hopefully they're able to find that and start moving things in the other direction somewhat soon.
And Lenoco. Elganir climbing with him.
Aqua Seal trying to go a little bit back and forth there, waiting to see if the ball was going to come close enough to leave the net. Lenoco.
Lenoco fighting another charge with a nice save there by Wartburg.
Wow. Yep,
Lenoco,
ladies and gentlemen, Lenoco.
He is, wow. He's just been everywhere for New Jersey City. He's just been aerial attack after aerial attack. His dribbling skills have been off the charts. He's just been absolutely everywhere, and he's really providing a lot of stress for Wartburg throughout these first 3 games.
Yeah, very, very aware of what's going on at what end of the court, and I think that it's having a player like that. It goes a long way in the overall standings and just competitiveness of the team.
I agree. I would love to see Wartburg try to get a goal through this to boost a little bit of confidence. We've seen Elganir and Taffy Bet play a lot of great defense throughout the first 2 games. Oh, and another nice save by Lenoco there, preventing another Wartburg attack. Oh, Lenoco off the top.
Crossbar for Lenoco, who was looking to even up the scoring race with Aqua Seal.
Dead Zone intercepting that. Goal attempt by Wartburg. Lenoco flying once again with a nice aerial attack. Oh, and off the top post. Oh.
Went for the same move as the goal that he scored last time, but this time just not the same bounce luck.
The passing by NJC is just very, very nice. They have a nice quick attack, and hey, there's a nice goal by Wartburg. Taffy Bet scoring the first goal for Wartburg here in Game 3.
something like that could be exactly what Wartburg needed to start moving the needle in their direction. And that celebration, beautiful, just absolutely phenomenal.
It's crisp.
I mean, we talked about, you know, the design you can put into the car, but I think it's, you know, just as awesome what you can do with your celebrations.
Yep. Just like we saw in game one, we saw exclamation points in some goal. We saw the splash.
The splash.
I just all the emos are super. Oh, great save there by Elganier.
Taffy Bet's moving it out, trying to get another goal.
Lenoco clearing. Great save.
Another Elganier save, just to add it to the thousands he's made up to this point.
It may not show in his stats that they are saves, but he's been providing save after save.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. Elganier with a nice push, but Lenoco once again providing a very nice defensive play. Red zone clearing it for NJC. Oh, and wow, Lenoco, nice aerial.
Able to get Elganier out of position, and you know, if you're able to get your main defensive guy in a spot where he's unable to do anything, it's the perfect opportunity to just tap it in.
Dead zone with a nice clear off the top post, and then we see Lenoco come out of nowhere and just capitalize and put it in for his, oh man, I don't know how many goals, maybe 10 goals now throughout all three of these games.
Yeah, I mean, NJC has just been an offensive threat not to be messed with in this game.
Great save.
What more can you say about the saves?
And wow, great goal by Cesar Tyrone. Yes, let's go.
31 with the goal on the clear, perfectly aimed, and with that, Wartburg only behind by 2, the closest that they have been in the late game thus far.
Indeed. Professor D1 providing a great defense in this game for Wartburg, having 3 saves. And a nice save there by Lenoco once again.
Lenoco is just absolutely everywhere.
Taffy Bet, and a lot of 50-50 balls right here. Elganier trying to clear it out for Wartburg now. Dead zone providing a lot. Once again.
Lenoco looking for the hat trick. Wartburg able to keep it in the corner.
Great defense by Taffy Bet, and Professor D1 to keep it out of NJC's goal. Wartburg trying to push, but and a nice demo there.
Elganier hit the top right corner. It was close, but just a little too far.
A lot of 50-50 balls here. Just everybody trying to capitalize on their side of the goal. Lenoco with a nice aerial attacking. Oh, and another nice save intercept by Wartburg there. All right, 30 seconds remaining, folks, here in Game 3 with NJC leading 4-2.
Yeah, and unlike the other 2 games we've watched so far, Wartburg with 20 seconds left to go, 2 goals is not out of the question.
15 seconds remaining, and a nice clear there by Wartburg to try to get a goal. Oh, and it's right off the left post. Oh, right off the top post.
5 seconds.
2, 1.
Oh, but we're up in the air.
And oh, where will the magic ball happen? Will we see another goal? Oh, no. And that is a series winner for NJC, winning it 4-2 against Wartburg. What do you see on this scoreboard after Game 3 between both teams?
I mean, same thing that we've been seeing from Lenoco, and just the overall dominance. Not as many touches, but it didn't matter. They came away with the win, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. So with that, we'll be back at 9 o'clock for our final game of the night. The varsity team for Wartburg against Bradley Red. I've been Andrew Stilley.
And I'm Landon Jepson. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you then.
Go on, myself. I'm cold steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said don't suffer no fools. Serpents, daydream. I bite, you call me weapon. I can be your weapon. All I seek to find is a world that's mine. Need a place to hide. Will you free my mind? Following the lights of a world that's blind. In your eyes I see there's a place for me. All I seek to find is a world that's mine. Need a place to hide. Will you free my mind? Following the light of a world that's blind. In your eyes I see there's a place for me. All I wanna do is to put my arms around you and watch these moments fall back into place. All I wanna do is to make you stop and love me. How can I be blue when you catch me in these feelings like okay. I love you, I do need you, I do, I do need you. I love you, I do need you. Oh, I love you, I do need you. Oh, I love you, I do need you, I do, I love you, I do need you. I love you, I do need you. Oh, I love you, I do need you. front of your mind, never on your own. You found a hand to reach out, now you know you're not the only one. 'Cause we all fall down sometimes, but we can find our way again. It's the power that's inside. We are strong enough to make
Welcome back to the Wartburg College Esports Twitch channel. Still a mouthful to say, but fortunately for Wartburg College, their opponent has a much easier name to say, Bradley Red.
Yeah, in these first two games, we've seen Murray State, and then our last in our JV matchup, we saw New Jersey City, which we just really called NJC.
It's a lot easier to say.
So much easier. The abbreviation really helped us. But now we are into game 3. My name is Landon Jepson, and here by me is Andrew Stilley. And this is game 3 between Wartburg College and Bradley Red.
So we saw the varsity team playing about 2 hours ago. And
wow, an electric step. What a start.
Yep. So basically that was that was pretty much exactly how the last set started, with electric step coming in with big offense. Look at the angle he got that from.
Really a nice angle.
Phenomenal play by electric step and Wartburg, getting the pressure going in their favor very quickly.
On Bradley's side, we've got eBeing 100, Canadian, and Weak Coral.
Now I have to say, Canadian as a name, it's straight to the point.
It's legendary.
It's phenomenal. I mean, it gets right to the point.
Lewis and Clark with a nice aerial. Electric step providing. Bradley Red trying to clear here. Lewis and Clark.
Seemed that everyone took a pause there.
Oh, great save by electric step.
Once again, you're seeing the patience from both of these teams being a very important factor. It was noticeable a little bit earlier when I believe it was electric step was just sitting there and the ball had not been touched for maybe 3 seconds because no one was willing to move in on it.
Nice clear.
Things like that, you know, those things can really change the course of the game.
Nice clear, and eBeing clears. Gets a nice touch for Bradley Red. G-Man Little with a nice response. Oh, a tough bounce for both teams to try to grab possession of it. A lot of 50-50 balls we've seen here. A lot of ramming into each other. Canadian takes it for Bradley Red. Intercepted by electric step. Weak Coral, nice dribbling moves here. Electric step providing possession now. Electric step, nice aerial attack, but right off the top crossbar.
This ball has not been touching the ground very much in this game.
Not very much. It has been in the air constantly. A lot of aerial attacks by both teams, but Weak Coral with a nice clear. Canadian moving into attack territory. Electric step trying to get in front of it. Nice play in the air. We've seen a lot of 50-50 balls so far, and a lot of action so far. Not too many goals so far. Oh, and off the left post there for Wartburg. Canadian clears it out for Bradley Red. Oh, wow, great goal by Weak Coral. That was a really nice goal. Oh, and the firework effect with the red. Just like we said in those past 2 games, we've really liked the effects after the goals.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Each player have their each moment that really, really makes them special.
Yeah, and that was a perfect example of Bradley Red being able to pick their spot and you know, get that goal at an angle that was just out of reach for any of the Wartburg players to be able to catch up to it. A lot of things like that we saw from Wartburg. Seeing it from your opponent, you know, you can memorize it as much as you want, but when it's going into practice against you, it can be tough to figure out how to counterplay it.
Indeed. Weak Coral providing another attack for for Bradley Red. Oh, and Weak Coral strikes again.
Yeah, it was a bit of a slower one, little slow pace, but I don't think the Wartburg players were expecting it to go the angle that it did. Yeah, I mean, it moved a lot faster off the hood than it looked like it was going to, so.
Weak Coral getting a second goal for Bradley Red here to start game 1. If you are just joining us now, it is 2-1 Bradley Red in game 1 here of a best-of-5 series.
Fun fact, this is actually the first time.
Oh, great save by G-Man.
This is the first time that Wartburg has actually been down for the varsity team.
Indeed.
In the 2 sets that they've played today.
Holy cow. Canadian with a nice aerial. G-Man Little with a nice attack there. Weak Coral clears it out at 4. Bradley Red. And then we see a nice demo there. Weak Coral, oh, really close.
Went for the angled shot, unfortunately, just went a bit
like
wide.
A second one, but just a little wide there. Lewis and Clark providing a nice attack. Oh, Weak Coral. Wow. Oh, wow. That was really close.
A lot of close ones this game.
A lot of demos this game. Oh, super close for eBeing there. There goes G-Man Little. Oh, Canadian with nice defense. Weak Coral. Oh, whoa, wow.
Real
That was
close for
really
Wartburg.
close.
Equalizer was on the
And
doorstep.
electric step capitalizes
Oh.
for Wartburg to make it 2-2. Electric step playing very nice, just like he did in the first games that we played against Murray State. Electric step just starting where he just left.
Yeah, and I mean, you saw Ebing looked like he got caught in the corner
Yes.
a little bit and made it a little bit tough for him to recollect and get on the ball. But I think Wartburg will absolutely take it regardless.
Yes, I thought Ebing would stop electric step there. It looked like he had the angle to intercept that ball, but electric step slips it right in the side to get the goal for Wartburg College. Electric step providing a lot of aerial attack and electric
Oh.
step for the hat trick.
What an angle for electric step, picking up, yeah, like you said, immediately where he left off. You know, with that goal-scoring prowess that we talked so highly about in the previous set that the varsity team played. He was ready, and he picked his shot perfectly, and now Wartburg College taking a lead late in the game.
This has been a very good anticipated matchup in game one so far between Bradley and Wartburg. A lot of goals, a lot of 50-50 balls, everything just going.
Electric
Really
step.
Electric step providing another defense. Just like you said, he's been a menace all these games, just absolutely being so key for Wartburg so far. Ooh, weak Coral. Weak Coral and Ebing providing a lot of attack. Canadian providing a lot of defense here so far for Bradley Red. Canadian with another stop. G-Man Little with a nice aerial. Canadian providing an aerial there. But oh, off the top. Oh, and off the top again. Oh, and off the top. Wow. Oh
It's
my
so
gosh,
close.
it's wow. Oh, wow. Unbelievable.
Oh, will that do it?
Oh,
Nope,
no,
not
it's
quite.
we're still going. Weak Coral getting the aerial so far. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wartburg getting the dub 3-2 in game one. Wow, that was so close. Bradley Red having so many chances, hitting the post and crossbar so many times that, wow, what
Right.
a game one for us so far.
What a nail biter it was at the end, too. I mean, both of these teams, they know what they're doing, and they're doing a really good job executing their strong points. Electric step, I mean, with the 553 or the 533 score, 4 shots, 3 goals. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Very good job. And G-Man Little's providing a very good defense of 2 saves, 1 assist to assist his teammate Electric Step. And then we got Lewis and Clark providing another save, getting a lot of bumps and a lot of touches, really capitalizing. And then for Bradley after this one, Weak Coral providing both of their scores in game one here. 4 shots, 46 touches leading them. And he had the most bumps as well, but we're going to have a really good game two here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were kind of talking before the broadcast started that we had a feeling this was going to be one of those games that was going to be real tight, real, fight till the very end type of games. And game one definitely assisted in that.
And just like we said, Weak Coral striking again just in game two right off the start. It must have taken a bad angle or really... Here we see, hit it with his left front wheel and bounced it right in.
Sent it at an angle that just kind of left Wartburg unable to guess where it was going to be going. And, sometimes we mentioned it in every broadcast so far. Sometimes you just get a bounce like that, it's just perfectly angled to the point where your opponent can't do anything.
Indeed, indeed. And Bradley trying to attack once again. Oh, and off the right post. Really close. A lot of aerial attacks. Weak Coral attacking once again. And Ebing, just missing it. And Lewis and Clark attacking. Seen a lot of 50-50 balls so far this game. Electric Step providing. And, wow, really close. Oh, wow,
another
great
one.
defense,
Wow.
Great defense. Unbelievably good defense there by Bradley.
Yeah,
preventing
phenomenal
Electric Step from
saves.
getting another goal.
Unreal. I mean, you have to assume if you're Wartburg there, you thought that you had a goal lined up for sure, but Bradley not willing to let the game even up in any capacity. And, that's something that you saw a lot in last game, too. They do a very good job keeping the ball out of the net when they need to.
Just about a minute in here in game two. Wartburg won game one, 3-2. We're in game two, just like I said, almost about a minute in with Bradley leading 1-0. Bradley, if you are just joining us, Bradley did score their first goal in the first 2 seconds of the match by a nice left front wheel shot by Weak Coral to get things going. Just like we said, a lot of aerial attacks from both teams here. And G-Man Little with a great goal.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw Electric Step. He tried to do a self-pass and try to go from there, but G-Man Little was ready to pick up in the event that Electric Step wasn't able to capitalize, and he was there, and he was ready, and
Yes,
now
he
the game's
was.
all tied up.
Yes, great setup by Electric Step, leading to the great goal by G-Man Little. We are tied up at 1, folks. A nice intercept there by Canadian. And they are just flying everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these games are very high intensity. Both teams are playing very well in their zones and in their opponent's zones.
We Coral with a nice attack. Electric Step. Oh, and Ebing intercepting Electric Step's attempt on goal.
Phenomenal shot that was, but unfortunately Bradley Red was just ready to jump on it, and Wartburg, who was looking to try and take a lead about the halfway point of the game, unable to do so. Until I said it. Until I said
Yep.
it. At which point Electric Step was ready to do it.
Yes, Electric Step, unbelievable. He is just comes out of nowhere. You see 3 defenders back for Bradley there, and it still doesn't stop Electric Step from capitalizing for Wartburg College. Unbelievable. What
Beautiful.
a goal.
And, you know, like we talked about in the varsity game last time, the crowd behind us doing a phenomenal job keeping the energy up for all the players.
Yes.
And for us. It makes our job a lot
it's
easier
so
when we
much
hear them,
fun.
too.
It's just the crowd that we get, it just makes the culture of this college so much more impactful. Everybody coming together, watching esports, it's just awesome. 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Wartburg has a 2-1 advantage over Bradley. Lewis and Clark providing very good defense there. G-Man Little providing a nice stop. And Canadian is just flying everywhere, trying to intercept every pass he can to try to get a nice advantage going for Bradley.
We Coral, I saw, tried to get in between 2 of the Wartburg players, trying to
Yes.
slow them down. You know, that, I mean, you know, as important as it is to hit the ball, there is something that can be said about how important it is to keep your opponent away from it. And in the case of Bradley Red, they know when to do that.
Indeed. Electric kept going for the goal. Off left, G-Man Little coming back in. Ebing intercepting the pass, trying to get, oh, nice clear there by Wee Coral. And now, a nice demo there. Electric Skep trying to advance for Wartburg College, intercepted by Ebing. Wartburg trying to gain, oh, Lewis and Clark, and Canadian intercepts that one. Trying to make a nice clear there for Bradley to try to get him an advantage of the goal. Nice stoppage there by Lewis and Clark. Oh, Wee Coral, oh. Tried to do a self-pass to himself. Just about 1 minute remaining here in game 2. We've had a very nice matchup between both of these teams.
Yeah, a lot of neutral play that's been going on, you know, and that makes sense with how close the score has been, that, you know, teams, when they get those offensive chances, they're all the more important because they don't happen as often.
About 50 seconds remaining, just like we've been recapping. It's been an unbelievable night so far in Wartburg Esports or Rocket League here. First matchup, Wartburg sweeping to victory over the Murray State Racers. And then in game 2, we had the JV matchup. They took a heartbreaking loss. Oh my gosh, unbelievable! And we see another nice demo there. Lewis and Clark, unbelievable. And Electric Step, nice clear there.
That was
Unbelievable. And just like I was saying, man, I was talking about something and then you just see something so impactful just
Yeah.
change the game so quick. But back in game 2, we had the JV team play New Jersey City where they took a heartbreaking victory, but they had a lot of key moments, a lot of nice defensive saves, and they didn't capitalize many on goals, but it was their first game of the year and they really started off strong. And we've got 1 second, the ball still in the air. Will it be the magic ball? And wow, Wartburg wins game 2 in a nail biter. Unbelievable. Electric Skep, very nice game. G-Man Little, Lewis and Clark. It really doesn't say in their stats that they had saves, but man, that one save that really from G-Man Little that really capitalized on their victory really came through for Wartburg getting this done.
So I think it's really important to point out that when we were watching the first set and then the second set with Varsity and JB, you noticed that the touches from both teams, you would see that there would be some like in the high 70s, the 80s, you know, really high numbers. It's spread across the board a little bit more, but the numbers are way down. So you're definitely seeing that there is a lot more defensive play that's happening and a lot more just even play all around the board. So I think that, you know, if Wartburg wants to continue to keep winning, I think that they just need to keep doing what they're doing. Bradley Red, honestly, you know, we talked about before, there were things that the teams need to be changing up a little bit. I think Bradley Red needs to keep sticking to what they're doing for the most part, because they have the right things that they're putting into motion. They just haven't been getting the right bounces that they need to capitalize. So.
No, they've been there. Their defense has been very good. We Coral providing all the goals for them so far. Canadians been having a lot of good defensive stops for them. E-Being really having a nice aerial attack on a lot of things. They just have really been, but they've been unsuccessful having a lot of shots go off the side.
Yeah.
Just not going for them very well. And we are here in game 3.
We could see Wartburg College getting the sweep on this one, which is definitely not what I think either of us would have pegged for this setup. But
coming in, we thought Bradley was going to be a very tough competition, but Wartburg has showed their dominance so far in these first 2 games.
Yeah, we'll see if it carries on into game 3.
Indeed. Electric Step providing an aerial, trying to clear it for Wartburg to get them in the offensive attack, and a nice defensive play there by G-Man Little to clear it. E-Being trying to get a 50-50 with G-Man.
Well, Bradley Red, their pressure has upped substantially.
Yes,
you can see
they
it.
are attacking a lot more aerial. That could help Wartburg.
True.
If Wartburg grabs possession of that, they can absolutely attack when Bradley will have no defenders back helping.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's I guess one of the massive downsides in upping your pressure is that you're going to leave yourself exposed a little bit more than maybe you would like. And for Wartburg, you know, that's something that they're hopeful for, is that there will be those openings, because that could make their job a lot easier in the long run.
Yes.
Oh, and We Coral with the first goal.
We Coral really playing well so far for Bradley Red. I think he's scored almost all of their goals so far.
Yeah, I think
We Coral had a lot of his goals have been a lot of nice angles with us.
Yeah, for sure.
So far.
And you know, if you're Wartburg, this is nothing new. In the past 2 games, you were not the first team to score. They've been coming back and getting those victories from starting off from behind. So, you know, in this game, obviously you want to get the first goal, but I don't think that this will do anything to their mindset.
And just like we saw in game 2, We Coral led off Bradley Red with the first goal in game 2 to start it off. So I think Wartburg's been a little more hesitant on the attack this game so far, but I feel they're going to find a strat that they can
for sure
enable themselves. And Electric Shep there really playing a nice dribble there. And E-Being intercepting him there. G-Man Little having a nice aerial there. Lewis and Clark with a nice 50-50.
Electric Step trying to get a shot in from the top. Off the crossbar, Lewis and Clark coming in to clean it up.
Great goal. Unbelievable. I'm telling
Phenomenal.
you, these aerial attacks from Lewis and Clark here have been phenomenal, guys. I'm telling you, we've seen great stuff by Electric Step going through the air. We've seen G-Man Little provide nice aerials and beautiful defense, but Lewis and Clark, great goal to get Wartburg's first points in game 3.
And you can, you know, I mentioned earlier, you can kind of see the pattern forming a little bit, in the sense that you have up top Electric Step coming in trying to get the goals from up top. But if that ends up failing, Lewis and Clark is always right behind to clean up down the middle.
Yes.
And that's worked really well. I don't know that Bradley has necessarily, you know, picked up on that yet. And maybe if that's something they can get a hold of, they might be able to come back in the set. But
it seems just like we said, like Bradley's really taking the advantage early. They've scored a nice demo there, but Bradley's always scored, I think, the first goal in every single one of these games so far, and Wartburg just capitalizes right back with their own, and they just really, and we'll see in game 3, Bradley can answer, but a nice demo there by E-Being.
Oh,
wow,
Canadian.
unbelievable. Canadian getting
with the
his
clear
first goal of the game.
Yeah, and that's always one that, you know, if you're Wartburg, you hate to see happen, when it just looks like a clear and it ends up being perfectly placed to put the goal in.
And that was kind of a smart strategy there by E-Being. E-Being taking out Electric Step and then having a nice clear goal for Canadian just to capitalize for Bradley there.
Yep, for sure. Lewis and Clark trying to put Wartburg back in a position where they're all tied up, but their pressure, I mean,
unbelievable Electric Step with the goal.
I mean, like I said.
Just like we said, it's the opposite every time, man.
I think
it's the opposite.
I think if there's
what an aerial attack, unbelievable.
If there's any companies out there, you know, any sports broadcasters that are looking for someone to swing the momentum in their favor, they should hire us. We can just
I know, dude. Just send us on. Just go to my esports Hall of Fame. I'm telling you. But man, I'm telling you, Electric Step looking like Cristiano Ronaldo out here. He's just everywhere. Headers. Looks like he's doing some bicycles with them aerials. He's just absolutely everywhere. Wee Coral, wow, Wee Coral, really nice aerial there. Oh, great intercept by Electric Step. Electric Step's just been unbelievable all night for Wartburg College here. Lewis and Clark providing very good defense once again.
Wartburg struggling a little bit to get out of their zone. Luckily, they're able to eventually, but Canadian
G-Man
was ready.
Little, nice intercept there. Oh, great stop there by Lewis and Clark. Electric Step clearing it for Wartburg, going.
Oh, he was
Great
so
intercept,
close.
great intercept there by Wee Coral. We've seen a lot of 50-50 balls here. A nice aerial by Ebing. Great stop by Electric Step to prevent that goal by Bradley. Like we said previously, Electric Step has been absolutely everywhere. Oh, and we see a off the top. Oh, and off the side post. Wow. 1 minute remaining, folks, here in Game 3. Wartburg winning first 2 games. But this has been a really anticipated match. Oh, and off the top, and it's good. G-Man Little capitalizes for Wartburg, putting them up 3-2. Unbelievable score. That was an absolutely great attempt. It looked like it bounced right on the top of Wee Coral. G-Man Little's beautiful aerial coming into task there for Wartburg to get the goal and putting them up 3-2 here in Game 3.
That's really dangerous for Bradley in this situation because they have not been in a position where they've been close to winning with that much time left. And they could have sent it, you know, get a little bit of extra time, but Wartburg College, they jumped in there right away and they were able to get the lead again, and now they're chasing once again.
Lewis and Clark, 35 seconds remaining.
Oh, wow.
Right when we say it again,
Yep.
the opposite happens again.
Yep.
Right when we're talking about Wartburg College, Canadian strikes right back for Bradley. This has been our most entertaining game so far. Oh,
By
and
far.
just the effect.
It's
The black
beautiful.
and red. It's just beautiful. It's just great. We got 3-3 game, almost about 30 seconds left for both these teams. This has been a very entertaining matchup between these teams.
Landon jumped out of his chair like about 2 minutes ago. He's been moving around now.
I've been moving around.
You
My
can feel the energy.
My heart's pounding. This is just it's just feeling like real life. Any game, just like a soccer game or a hockey game. It's just it's a different feeling, but it's so entertaining and fun to watch. G-Man Little intercepting Canadian's goal attempt there. 10 seconds remaining here in Game 3.
Ooh.
Oh, here
Dangerous.
we go. Oh, wow. Ebing trying to go for a pass there to one of his teammates.
You know, if you're Wartburg, you're really hoping that in this scenario, the pressure isn't getting to you too much. You had the lead, and then you lost it with seconds to
Lewis
go.
and Clark intercepting that. And we are, it's still up in the air for grabs.
Still up in the air.
Still got a live ball now. Oh, wow. Wow.
That could have very well
man, that
saved
was
Wartburg
so
College.
close. Wow. All right, Canadian winning the ball here in sudden death. Oh, wow. Right at the side post. So close. Oh, wow.
Oh, and there it is.
Wow.
That'll do it right there.
Ebing
You could
with
feel it.
Yeah.
You could feel it.
Ebing capitalizing there for Bradley to get their first win of this best-of-5 series. This has been an unbelievable, actually our first sudden death game of the night.
Yeah. And
been-
you know, you got to be a little bit careful here if you're Wartburg because you had the lead. You had the 2-0 lead in the set. And now suddenly you've reached a point where you could have closed out and you're unable to do so. So if they let that pressure get to him, it could be a little scary. But,
Yes.
you know.
Just after Game 3 here, we look at the stats again. We see, just like we talked about the last 2 games, we've seen the touches be a really key factor, but we do see the touches go up a lot more with Wee Coral leading with 60 and Electric Step leading Wartburg by 50. But we see Wartburg's goals there a lot more evened out with all 3 of them finally getting some goals. We see a lot more saves by them, and we see Bradley getting a lot more shots, though, which could be a lot more intriguing going into Game 4 now.
I mean, we mentioned at the start of the game that Bradley looked like they were increasing their pressure. And, you know, that's just reflective of that completely. But going into Game 4 here, we'll see. This could be the one that evens it up, or it could be the one that ends it for Wartburg.
If you are just joining us now here on Wartburg Esports, we have had a very nice contest between Bradley Red and Wartburg College. Wartburg College winning the first 2 matchups, and Bradley finally just capitalizing on a Game 3 victory in sudden death, 4-3 against Wartburg. Ebing with a nice attack, intercepted by Electric Step. Cleared out by G-Man. A lot of nice 50-50 balls here between both teams.
Oh, Lewis and Clark right down the middle.
And Ebing, what a wow!
Unbelievable
He intercepted
save.
that one really well. Electric Step. Electric Step getting in between it. We see G-Man Little and Lewis and Clark really patrolling the goal well. Canadian coming in. Electric Step with a beautiful save.
Oh, man. You can feel the energy right now. This is going to be one of those games
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, G-Man Little
yep.
out of nowhere. Great save. This has been a very entertaining game, so no goals in this first minute so far, but very good saving here by both teams.
I think, you know, just as an enjoyer of the sport and as a commentator, I think perhaps one of the most interesting things that can happen other than a high-scoring game is one where there's no scoring at all, because you're seeing the defensive games from both of these teams just ramp
Indeed.
up.
Yes.
A little bit of, you know, energy in what Bradley's doing after that last game, and, you know, Wartburg's hoping to find some of that as well.
Me and Andrew going into this matchup, we knew it was going to be a very tight contest between both of these teams.
For
but
sure.
This has been, just like we said, unbelievable. Just another great save there by Lewis and Clark, intercepting Ebing's goal attempt there. We've had a very good game for almost 2 minutes in here with 0 goals, and I think this might be the longest time we've had no goals scored.
Oh, yeah.
Lewis and Clark, nice aerial
What a
save
save.
there. And wow,
Oh.
another 50-50. Canadian trying to go there, but G-Man Little attacking, dribbling, and he's going for it. Oh, and another, wow, Wee Coral intercepting that one. An electric step, and it's good.
And there we go.
Unbelievable. You see that globe spinning. You see, man, Electric Step's going to be known all around the world after some of these goals he's been scoring tonight. He's doing aerials, he's dribbling well, he's doing just everything he can to get his name out there. He's been unbelievable all night.
And there's that crowd once again getting in it behind us. It's phenomenal to hear that. I'm sure that's helping the players keep up their energy as well.
Canadian aerial assault right now. Electric Step intercepting it. And G-Man Little, Canadian intercepting that one. Berg has an uneven matchup right now here on defense, but now they have 2 back in the goal. Lewis and Clark attacking. Wee Coral intercepting that one. Electric Step regaining possession there. Wee Coral battling a 50-50 ball with Electric Step here.
You know, I think it's worth mentioning that if you're not a frequent viewer of Rocket League, this is not easy.
No,
like,
it is
this
not.
is incredibly difficult to have this level of consistency and performance. It's very, very tough.
Great save by G-Man there. It's just, out of all the games we've seen between both teams combined, we've seen 5 to 6 goals each game. And with this being 1-0 in game 4, it's been an unbelievably great matchup between both teams.
Yeah, and it's very tense. You know, you're building up all that pressure, waiting for, you know, a goal to go in so that you get either a bit of relief or, you know, keep going a bit on edge depending on who you're cheering for. So compared to the other games, it feels like a lot more is on the line in this one.
Yes, indeed. We've seen both of these teams really, the attacks probably been about 50-50 here, but within this game, we saw Electric Step's unbelievable goal. And right when I talk about Wartburg, we see Bradley Red capitalize with Canadian getting the goal here in game 4 to tie it up 1-1.
I'm starting to think that commentary is not really helping either of these teams win.
No, it's either. When we're talking about one team, just like we said, it's the complete opposite, and it's just like, we talk about Wee Coral and Electric Step stores. We talk about Lewis and Clark, and Canadian capitalizes for Bradley. So
Absolutely.
It's been an unbelievably good. Oh, an Electric Step. Oh, wow. What a save by Ebing.
Got
What
back
a
just
save.
in time. You know, it's kind of like what we were saying, right? You could kind of feel that maybe not a goal was
demo.
coming, but something like
Yes,
this is
something,
coming.
when you talk about one team, something will happen accordingly.
They call it the commentator's curse for a reason.
Indeed. Indeed, my guy. Indeed. G-Man Little. Wee Coral trying to clear it out for Bradley here. Electric Step. Ebing intercepting. 1 minute remaining. Oh, great
what
save.
A save.
What a save by
Wartburg
Electric
College.
Step. Oh my gosh, off the top. Crossbar once again. Electric Step providing, he's got 4 saves so far. And he's got an aerial attack and a nice dribble there. Oh, and Wee Coral intercepting that one. G-Man Little. Oh, another great save by Wee Coral.
The tension is unreal
You
right
look
now.
at Bradley here, and their saves have been impeccable.
Yeah.
They have had a lot of saves so far, intercepting a lot of Wartburg strikes on offense.
Oh, man. 30 seconds remaining.
Electric Step trying to clear that one out for Wartburg. Oh, Ebing misses an Electric Step. Oh, tries to get an angle on it, but just misses. Wee Coral tries and clearing out. Lewis and Clark getting it back for Wartburg College, but Wee Coral clearing it out for Bradley. Electric Step with another nice save there, getting his saves up to 5. We've got 10 seconds remaining, folks. Electric Step.
Electric Step.
Oh, just high, just high. And a nice clear there. We're
here we
going to
go.
overtime, folks. Another crazy game. We're going into sudden death for the second time tonight, 1-1 between Bradley and Wartburg. And another demo right at the start. What a start here in sudden death between both teams.
Already made it farther into this overtime than they did in the last.
Indeed. the first sudden death overtime was 5 seconds.
Yeah.
With
5,
Canadian
6 seconds.
really, Ebing clearing it out. Another demo there.
Demo is going to become very, very
An electric
important.
step. Wow, what a save by
wow.
Canadian. Canadian's been there constantly. G-Man Little trying to electric step, getting back on defense for Wartburg. Electric step with a nice aerial there to try to clear it.
It's hard not to let the game speak for itself.
It's crazy.
The tension is so high right now. You can feel
We
it.
don't really know what to say because we're so locked in on this matchup. This game has been so intense and it's been unbelievable.
Landed standing again.
I'm standing again. I'm just when you get into these games, it's just like a real life game when you think you're back in the day. Oh wow, what a save there again.
WeCoral had a chance to end that one, but Wartburg was able to
Lewis
get there.
and Clark, great teamwork there by Wartburg to intercept that pass. We've had a very nice sudden death here. 1 minute. Wow.
Oh, and that's it.
And right when I say it, when I talk about Wartburg succeeding this really so far in sudden death, Bradley WeCoral
Here we are.
scores it up. And we are going to game 5, folks.
Do or die.
Do or die. This has been unbelievable. WeCoral providing a lot of scoring there. Having a very impactful goal
But
there
look
to
at
win
the
them.
saves
I
from
know,
Wartburg.
it's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable. Electric Step providing 5 saves,
80 touches.
80 touches. Unreal.
I mean, I mentioned at the end of game 1 that those touching, like the score was down. But this game, Electric Step just phenomenal. I mean, you can really see that the pressure that Bradley started applying at the beginning of game 3 has done them a lot of favors.
Yes, it has. All right, we are starting. If you are just joining us, we are in game 5 here between Bradley and Wartburg. Wartburg winning the first 2 games and Bradley winning both of these last 2 in sudden death, bringing us to game 5. Wartburg has a nice attack so far. Canadian clears it out. Electric Step getting back for Wartburg, trying to intercept. A nice 50-50 there. That goal a little high there for WeCoral. Lewis and Clark with a nice save. Ebing trying to clear it out for Bradley here. Electric Step really fighting with WeCoral right now to get that ball.
Oh, here comes Canadian trying to set it up in front.
Great save there by Electric Step. Just
Yet
like we said,
another.
Electric Step had 5 saves in that last game. It's just his first step of this game, but that was an unbelievable save.
Lewis and Clark with the tap in.
Boom!
And there we
That's
go.
what we like to see from Wartburg College. Lewis and Clark starting it off in game 5 with a nice goal there. Beautiful aerial, attacking the bottom right side of that goal.
And
scoring.
you know, if there's one thing you can say for Wartburg, despite the fact that they've lost the last 2 games, they have not lost in regulation.
No,
you're
it's
going
been-
to overtime.
It's
each
been
time.
a great game each game. Each game has been down to the last moment. But I feel if Wartburg gets another goal here quick, they just need to play defense.
Yep.
Isolate themselves, guard the goal, and just have them keep their lead as much as they can.
If they can get the insurance marker, that'll do a whole lot for them in the long run. But Bradley is not going to want to let that happen.
WeCoral still in the attack there. Another nice save there by Lewis and Clark. Canadian putting it up. G-Man Little with a nice clear there for Wartburg. Trying to clear it out. Electric Step. Oh, WeCoral. And it's, oh, what a save by G-Man Little to intercept that ball. Ebing trying to advance it. And a nice clear, nice clear.
They tried to
WeCoral.
set it up in front.
Yes,
but
they did. Yes, they did. WeCoral trying to do it. Lewis and Clark intercepting that one.
Oh, G-Man Little
Canadian.
over the top.
Canadian.
Yep.
Ebing capitalizing for Bradley Red there. Really nice goal there. Nice little tap there by Canadian to get Ebing that nice setup goal.
It's
We
the
are
exact
1-1
same
folks
thing.
here.
It's the same thing. One
you
person
talk-
scores, the
Yep.
other's coming in.
When you talk about one team,
Yep. And, you know, these teams, they're doing such a good job not letting the other take a monumental lead. It's undoubtedly the reason why we're at a game 5 right now.
indeed, we've seen a lot of action here so far in game 5. This has been an unbelievable series between Bradley and Wartburg. Oh, great save. Electric Step driving there. Canadian. And G-Man Little, oh, what a save.
Canadian almost accidentally set up a goal for Wartburg there, trying to knock it down. Luckily, his teammates were there to bail him out.
Weak Coral. Electric Step. And Weak Coral clearing it out there for Bradley Red. Electric Step trying to get back on defense here. Lewis and Clark intercepting the ball. We've seen a lot of nice 50 and a nice demo there. Lewis and Clark trying to clear it out for Wartburg. Weak Coral getting back on defense. Canadian intercepting that one. Oh! Oh, I thought Wartburg College would have a nice, it looked like they had a really nice route there. Oh, what a save by G-Man. What a save. Ebing had a nice aerial attack there, but great save by G-Man to get that one out.
It almost felt like a guarantee, but it wasn't. It was far from it.
Electric Step intervening that one. Canadian. Electric Step here. Getting possession back for Wartburg, trying to clear it out. Ebing right back at it. Ebing's been he's been really attacking well. Hasn't been scoring as much. He has scored the one alone goal here for Bradley, but he has been their attack push throughout all of these games. Canadian's been their guy who likes to attack, but he's mainly their clear guy. But Weak Coral and Ebing have been their main attacker. And oh wow, what a save! We saw that thing go off the side post, but wow, Wartburg really getting lucky there.
Yeah. Wartburg able to send it right into a corner where they were unable to get the ball in.
Yes, we're a nice demo there. We're down to 1 minute here in Game 5 between Bradley and Wartburg. Wartburg trying to clear and getting advantage. Lewis and Clark. Electric Step waiting for his moment. Climbing, driving.
Oh.
What a block there by Weak Coral. What a save.
Wartburg going for the clear goal that's caught them so many times in the past. Tried to do one of their own, but Bradley was ready for it.
Electric Step going in for that one. Tries to go for a double there. Lewis and Clark. Oh, what an intercept.
Cool. This hardly
Canadian
feels like an activation
oh, man,
game.
This is unbelievable. This game has been so intense throughout this entire thing.
This feels like a playoff game. Uh-oh! 4 seconds
Weak
left.
Coral capitalizing for Bradley Red with 4 seconds remaining in Game 5. Dang, that's a really tough break for Wartburg there.
That's tough.
Electric Step almost right
So
there in the
close.
goal. So close to getting his wheels on that one, but man.
This is it for Wartburg. 4 seconds.
4 seconds
Make a
remaining,
break.
everybody. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Oh. Kickoff that favored Bradley Red. No time left. And that'll do it.
And that'll do it. Wow.
The reverse sweep from Bradley Red. Hard to feel like it was anything other than, you know, just a well-fought series. You know, I feel like if you're Wartburg, you can't walk away from this feeling like, you know, you completely dropped the ball because you played a very tough game the entire time.
They played so well, unbelievably. We saw in Murray State that Wartburg came out to a commanding victory in that one, but these are the games we like. These are the games that are going to come down. G-Man Little getting 7 saves in this game, being an absolute dude on defense, just really doing well for Wartburg. Hey, this is week 2 of activation. Next Friday is game time, week 1.
Yep.
This is when it really gets real, and we can't wait to get back.
Yeah, so that'll do it for activation week. But next week, we're getting into the real thick of things with Valorant on Monday. So we'll be back in short few days for the Wartburg Esports account. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know that I've had a lot of fun. I've been Andrew Stilley.
I'm Landon Jepson. This has been Wartburg Rocket League. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.